Hello my children, and other peeps and creeps. I'm Seer Truths, welcome to my channel. So over the last week, lots happened. With SageM announcing the new BoxJam Slam, we've been going full gear into stream mode, and I've been streaming literally every day of the week. And I've made a lot of changes there. But let's start by talking about what I'm most proud of, separate from my goals. And the answer is, I haven't really been doing anything separate from my goals. I've gone into what I'm calling Operation Be Worthy of the Risk. If BoxBox and SageM are going to take a risk and put me on the BoxJam Slam, then I kind of need to be worthy of that. And so first thing I did was just start leveling up my stream and streaming regularly. And I've made a lot of changes to the stream. So let's go take a look at that. So I've been making a lot of upgrades. As you can see, I've got a nice little PNG tuber, a little spot with words on it, and if I switch over to my 2xKO stream, you can see I've got two spots at the top. On the top left is to tell you what my goal is for the day, and on the top right, it's to tell you what stage I'm in of the stream. So how I'm going to be doing things is I'm going to make a goal on this here, and then make a plan on how I did the goal. So if we look at what I did yesterday, my goal was going to be combos and block strings and confirming. I spend about half an hour on one. I'm going to spend half an hour on training the new skill, 1 hour on playing the game and practicing the skill using ranks best of threes and taking notes between matches. And then at the end of it, I'm going to review my process. What that looks like is I've got this here where I talk about my goals. I set up some stuff. And then I did my matches. I reviewed after with this overall session. But between, I talked a little bit about what I got, how I did it. It's not a perfect system, but this is a huge upgrade from how it used to look. When I started, this is how it looked. So use the meter or lose the meter. Then I made an upgrade to this. And because of that, I want to do some scouting on other people's streams. And now I'm on this, and it's looking pretty good. And let's show you what it looks like in action. Everything. He doesn't know how to respect armor. So I'm gonna keep doing this. And die. Hey, one combo's working for me, one combo's working for me. I think that there is a lot of good changes here, and the most importantly, I found what I'm calling my voice of the stream. I'm going between a game and recording how the game went. I am showing how learning works, and I think this method can work not even just for games. If I decide to stream other things later, like let's say I decide to learn how to, I don't know, use a unicycle. I can have this setup work for that too. And that's something that is really cool and probably is going to be very scalable, which is awesome for me. Now that we've seen some of the changes I made, where are we going from here? Well, in the application, it asks me if I have 5 CCV, which is concurrent viewers. And the answer is no. I mostly get 1 or 2. Nobody's really watching my stream, which is fine. I mean, my whole thing's about self-improvement. I'm putting it on there in case somebody wanted to watch it too, not like I need a huge viewer base. But I think if I'm going to get on the BoxJam Slam, I need to reach that 5 minimum. And so that's what we're going to work towards. I've been thinking a lot about how to do that, and I think the best way of doing that is just putting myself out there more. I mean, Twitch is really bad at showing people that I exist. So I need to spread out to more platforms and show people I exist. I think the best way of doing that is short form content, cut down some of my streams, and post them on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And then maybe I can get at least 5 people who are interested in watching my stuff regularly. With that, I hope that I've got everything I need. Either way, it's going to be a risk for them, so I just gotta really push it. If I hear a no, I'm gonna try to not let that be the last words. I'm gonna try to see if I can make a deal or do something, because I think you do have to push for your goals. But there will be other slams later. It's not like this is the last slam, and it probably won't even be the last slam of 2xKO. It won't be the biggest deal if I don't make it this time around, but Be so cool if I made it this time around. I would be so happy to have reached that goal, and I could really move on to some other stuff. Maybe focus on my mortgage. I'll be focusing on it either way, but it'll be nice. And so we're just going to try to get that 5 CCV, hit what I think is the baseline they're expecting, and make it so that be less of a risk for them, and most importantly, be worthy of the risk. That's the point of this. I don't know what we're going to do for the mortgage and for the making community. I'm putting them on hold until, well, next month. I'm going to have to keep working on towards the BoxJam Slam until he announces who's in it, because if I say I'm not in it early, then everybody knows I'm not in it. But if I don't say it, people will know I'm in it, if that makes sense. And I don't want to spoil that. So if I'm not in it or in it, I'm not going to say anything until he announces who's in it. That way, at least that's a bit of a mystery. It's not really that big of a deal, I guess, but until he announces who's in the BoxJam Slam, at minimum, I'm putting everything on hold, and I'm going to be full throttle towards that. It's a lot of work. I have been exhausted. I get home, I do what I need to chore-wise, and I hop right on the stream. Then I go to sleep afterwards. I literally ended the stream last night, didn't even eat dinner, and passed out on my couch. That's where I stream. I stream in my living room because I don't really have anywhere else to do that right now. So I put on a YouTube video and passed out, and then ended up crawling to bed. So yeah, until next time, speak with empathy, listen honestly, just remember that you matter. Bye.